No, absolutely, yes. I think we have seen multiple developments that were just amazing in the last 1.5 years. In particular, the largest economies in the world committing with net zero emissions. This started obviously by Europe and with the new European Commission taking over. Then China in the autumn last year, they committed on a net zero transition before 2060. And finally in US, the new administration committed with the net zero emissions by 2050. So this has been a major developments that we have observed in the last months. But now, obviously, on top of that, we see, the power sector aiming for full decarbonization in the US, or the European Union now looking at 55% decarbonization by 2030, right? Which is obviously a major step forward versus the previous goals that we used to have, around 32% reduction on emissions by 2030. So huge developments in this area. Well, in 21 we had a very special year in SAP and for the utilities industry. So we could launch many solutions that are super relevant for energy transition overall. It has to do with having a solution that can cope with the requirements of distributed energy resources, being able to map and monitor all these distributed energy resources out there. It has to do with a solution that is looking at predictive asset insights, having predictive maintenance algorithms with focus on transformers or underground cables that will be under stress with energy transition. And also, very important, we have a new solution just focused on electromobility, which will allow companies to operate and optimize the operations of charging or electromobility charging across their charging stations that we would be rolling out across their own companies and facilities. Well, I would say there are multiple ingredients that have been a bit of a recipe for success in SAP. I think a very strong focus on the industry, understanding very well what are the trends, what is the transformation ambitions of that industry, and then being able to come up with industry-specific propositions and also monitoring very closely what are the transformation areas around which utilities would be investing. So this has to do with assets, right? Focusing on an overall transformation around asset optimization. It has to do also with energy and markets, operating energy also at granular level, leveraging smart meters, but also operating that information in front of liberalized energy markets. Then the entire customer experience opportunity, and then obviously next to that, being able to excel on service and offer to the final consumers, but also the rest of the stakeholders, a service excellence on utilities propositions to the market that are absolutely fundamental to enable and allow energy transition.